Hi, here's your daily update for day 5 of the Montana legislature. This morning in Business and Labor, we heard 2 non-controversial agency bills that both improve the workforce training programs in Montana. You should see those up on the House floor next week. On the floor today, though, we had some serious controversy. Let me explain that. We adopted the rules today, and we adopted them basically along party lines, which is a concerning way to start the session, to say the least. If you were watching, you saw the Democrats stand up and offer an amendment that said that we are all subject to the laws of Montana, which seems like a weird thing to have to say. The reason that we did that is because the Republican Party has stricken references to the Montana law in our rules. The way those references to Montana law came about is that in the past there were some points of our procedures that were so vitally important to both parties that everyone agreed to make them laws, so that in the future they would be included in the rules no matter what, because it would be against the law to break them. These are things like making sure that interim committees have equal numbers from both the majority and minority parties. So, for example, if a bill comes out of the Education Funding Interim Committee, you know that it had to have passed out of there with bipartisan support. You know that folks from both parties looked at it, studied it, and supported it if it came out of that committee. By striking the references in our rules to Montana Code, the Republican Party is saying, we are above the law. We are going to write rules that might be illegal, but that's okay because we're above the law. And the Democrats offered an amendment to say, no, we swore to uphold the Constitution. We're all residents of the state and are obligated to follow the laws that we write. And I think it's important to notice that we are the body that writes the laws of the state. So if they don't like the laws that the way they are now, we could just change them. So the rules passed today with all Republicans voting for them, saying, we don't necessarily have to follow the law because, we write our own rules here. And the Democrats saying, no, we write the laws and then we follow them because that's how, civilization operates. So it's really discouraging. It's really concerning to me. It's especially discouraging and concerning because it's only the 5th day of the legislative session, and from here on out we'll be governed by rules that may or may not follow Montana law. Education Committee this afternoon had 2 bills that both dealt with Native American language programs. One dealt with preserving these programs and one dealt with funding them. We heard testimony from as far away as Fort Belknap. One gentleman drove 5 hours first thing this morning to get here to say, please help me preserve my language, and please help me teach the next generations to speak it. It was an honor to hear the testimony. It will be an honor to vote for those bills, and reminds me that we are here to do the work that's important to our state. And I will follow the law while I do it. I'm home, as you can see, for the weekend after the first week of the session. I'm going to get some R&R, and I'll see you on Monday. Thanks.